How important do you think automation, software harmonization, and AI-assisted data analysis will be in moving FFF from a specialist technique to something that can be used more routinely?
I believe that harmonization always helps in moving towards a large use of a system. And it really depends on the application. And anywhere we can make field flow fractionation an analytical platform that can offer high throughput. So automated analysis, sequences, automated data export, easier development, easier prediction of separation performance with a large data set that you have from the beginning in terms of whatever parameters you input to actually represent the method that you're doing, that would yield immediate uptake in scientific community and also applied research and in industry. Because at the moment we have something that is really, really performing and it can do almost whatever you want and it can represent almost any environment to describe very well and very natively a complex system, which means that if you want, you can answer so many questions in so many different fields. And when you're a master of all, you're a master of none. So that is difficult because the lab intake also depends on what you do in that specific lab, especially commercially. So when you have something that does not require tweaking, then or heavy tweaking and heavy customization, then you have compliance and you have use and you have SOPs and protocols that are easy to implement. And anything is AI assisted when you use an algorithm and when you use a prediction software. AI in this can maybe help interface wise, I believe. And it's something that can make a non-expert a good user. In terms of harmonization, there's hardware harmonization and software harmonization. The most compatible the modules are, the easier it is to integrate FFF in an established analytical lab. But when you talk about automation, you also include auto injection and auto elaboration of data. And that, I believe, is something that we will see happening for a lot of science.
Regarding data and amount of data, I think in that case, AI can help you as well. I think, especially when you, for example, when you couple to FFF to neutron scattering or X-ray scattering, you have a large amount of data. So, for example, if you collect every 5 seconds a scattering curve, and later on you try to model each curve by its own to find the correct fit, this will take forever. And I think there in this or in this direction, AI can support AF4 users a lot, and also in case of troubleshooting, to make the applicability much easier for users. For example, if you have like a chatbot, you can say, "Oh, I have a leak there. How can I solve it?" And I wanted to mention also, yeah, the standardization and interlab comparability. I think in that region there are some activities, but it's not much. And I think in that direction should be done much more to really to find, like Valentina already said it, to find a standard methods, to find SOPs, to find also maybe in the future we will have standardized software that we can compare results, and we need to find a common language to use the same ontologies, to use the same descriptions, metadata, and then I think in a few years, maybe then we can use these data together.
I think if I can also comment on that, I think it's a very good points that you bring forward. But I think also when it comes to the method development, it's important also to communicate to kind of a new user that they are overwhelmed with all the parameters that can be changed here, because you can change all kinds of stuff back and forth. When you've been doing this for a while, you realize that most of them matters less. So it's kind of this a priority list of which would be aided by a chatbot also, of course. Where do you start? I mean, what's the crucial things here, and what is kind of the fine tuning or kind of advanced method development, or what you want to call it? So kind of a list of priorities, because I think a big hurdle here is that people are just overwhelmed with all the things that can be changed and how it influences resolution, retention, and so on.